Hey, what's going on, Freedom? Oh shit. Hey, what's going on, Freedomers? All right, so one of the core things that I'm learning right now is the ability to stay focused. I think it is the life and death principle of success. I think it's a life and death principle. I think it's a life and death principle of success. It's a major vital organ because where your concentration goes, everything becomes. So everything becomes where your concentration is. So, and one of the ways to starve something is to not give it any mind, not give it any concentration, not give it any life whatsoever. And I'm learning that personally in everything that I do is to stay concentrated on what it is I want. Stay concentrated, completely, obsessively concentrated on so much that I want it so bad, so deeply that it has to come to pass for me. Like one of the reasons why I manifested a $500 a day, a 400, a $300 a day, a $500 a day, $1,400 a month, because my concentration was just different. And at that moment and at that time, and I think one of my actually core weaknesses, used to be, was my focus used to be off. My focus used to be on everything else but where I wanted to be. And I think your concentration is not even just focus, but focus I think is the broader word for concentration. I think focus should have its subject, and then concentration is the deeper meaning behind what you're doing. So if you have a deep concentration on what it is you want, 'cause I think in my mom, what Spirit just told me is there's a difference between what you have a focus on and what you have a concentration on. I think concentration brings the meaning. Ooh, wow, concentration brings the meaning. It brings the life. It brings the essence to something that cannot be replaced. Um, based on um, based on what you do. Focus is just what is being eyeballed on, is what's being looked at. So if you have a different level of concentration, if you have a different level of focus, if you have a different level of, and I think that's something that needs to be taught as well, concentration, because we live in a world where it's so easy to get distracted. It's so easy to be replaced. Um, it's so easy to be misunderstood. It's so easy to be one of the people that don't make it. And I think one of the reasons why people don't make it because they don't stay concentrated. They don't stay so emotionally concentrated, where energetically concentrated, where they can't go anywhere else, where it's hard for them to go anywhere else. And I started to understand that when I started to succeed in my business. It's hard for me to concentrate my energy anywhere else, and that can be very difficult, because that can be a very big a weakness, because you won't diversify, and but it can be the ultimate strength, because it makes you focus on you building, focus on you coming together, focus on you doing what you gotta do. So one of the core, I think, beliefs in concentration is the ability to have a deeper meaning behind what you do, a deeper meaning on why you get up every day and why you do what you do, etc., etc. And I think we stop evaluating and put other people's. We value people's opinion when we want to focus, but we stop valuing it as much when you want to really concentrate on what you do. When you have a concentration, others' opinions of you don't really matter. When you have a focus, it matters, because when you have a focus, you can just have a specific area, but a concentration can be one single spot, and it could be something that is not seen, that is not heard, that is not dealt with by anybody else. Usually when somebody has a concentration, very few people around them, or even probably nobody can see your concentration if you really have a concentration. If you only have a focus, a great amount of time, I think it's like the difference between having. I think concentration is more of the individual It is more of the individual strokes of the painting, and focus is the painting itself. Yes, that's a beautiful way to say it. Focus is the painting of life, and concentration is the strokes in between. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people miss the concentration in between the strokes in between, and they just want to focus, 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 focus. And a lot of people don't understand there's a stroke to everything. There's a blessing to learning how to concentrate and learning the little bit of details. And as I say that out loud, life is very much a painting, and you got to learn how to concentrate and brush your own brush every single day. Brush your own brush every single week, month, and year of your life. And don't allow people to fuck with your painting, fuck with your colors, because a lot of times, if somebody fucks with your colors, they fuck up the way the painting comes out. So, or they fuck with your brushes, they fuck with the way your painting comes out. So yeah, that's a beautiful way to say that. The focus is the painting of life, and concentration is the brushes. And outside where? You don't know where I am, nigga. Who you talking about? Anyway, this could be any Starbucks, nigga. You don't know what this is, nigga. You bugging. Anyway, it's interesting to have different levels of concentration. I think the higher the concentration, the higher the success. I think, for instance, black people are failing because they don't have a concentration. They just have a focus. So they have this broad picture, but there's somebody. Ooh, wow! There's somebody outside of them that is concentrating them. That is giving them the individual brushes in between every single day of their life, whether it be eating, sleeping, what you wear, what you eat, etc., etc. And their concentration is just different. And I think concentration makes you pay a price, a deep price. And I think the price of concentration can be so goddamn deep that it can hurt you, it can hurt people around you, or their egos per se, because you won't give up the tiny little strokes of brushing. You won't give up the slow, like kind of like Mr. Miyagi when he was teaching the Karate Kid, of painting the wall, the fences that he was painting. He was getting so frustrated with the concentration that when he taught him how to focus, when he was battling him, etc., etc., and he was used to getting frustrated about, this concentration shit not getting going anywhere. Oh, I'm just on a third, and I'm brushing. It's not. What the fuck is this? I learned martial arts. And when he showed him, when he commanded of him to do the brush strokes, his focus, he's like, oh my God, I get it. And I think that I'll put it like this: your concentration will matter when life tests you. Let me say that again. Your concentration will matter when life tests you. And for instance, my story. When my parents kicked me out, or I would say they gave me the option to kick me out or whatever. One of the reasons why their head is going to be all screwed up, because my concentration never changed. My concentration didn't go toward this and that. I said, I'm going to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Because I believe in this concentration. I'm not going to stop concentrating to go brush somebody else's bigger picture. I'm not going to do that. I couldn't afford to concentrate somewhere else. Like, it fucked with my head, because, put it like this: when you start to concentrate, it'll fuck with your head when you do other shit. It'll fuck with your head when you are doing other things. because you're so deeply willing to penetrate the the door or the vessel of the goal that you want. Right? So I challenge you to stay focused as much as possible. Um, to be focused and to learn concentration. I think concentration is something you must learn. Let me say it again. Concentration is something you must learn. And if you don't learn concentration, you will fail. If you do not learn concentration, you will fail. Period.